having a little dance to the music, always do that. I feel like I'm doing almost my step aerobics, but not quite in the break. Hello and welcome back. Welcome to CTV. I'm thrilled to be here with you. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Leann Chivers and this is Crafters TV. And my word, are you in for a treat these next 2 hours, because we have got all of the inking techniques, all of the crafty fun, and we have got the queen of messy inky craft with us to take us by the hand and lead us on our journey. We've got the most fabulous person I have ever met in the craft industry, I have to say. Been friends for a long time, the very gorgeous Sheena Douglass. How are you?
I'm raring to go tickety-boo and full of the joys of spring.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Important question, how was your fish finger sandwich?
It was delicious.
So was
I was
mine.
not disappointed. I was not disappointed. It was really good.
Yeah, and Johnny and George are now having a conversation. They're like, and you got wedges as well. Did you get wedges? Yeah, they got wedges.
And
not only
salad.
did we get wedges, we got coleslaw and salad.
Ah, yeah, the whole thing.
I can highly recommend the fish finger sandwich. It's the future. Anyhow, back to what's happening today. We have got a fabulous pick of the day for you, and here I am surrounded by the results that you can achieve with this fabulous pick of the day. We have got 18 stackable boxes for you, and they nest inside of each other. They are fabulous, great quality, sturdy board covered in a white paper for you to be able to decorate up, and you're getting 7 circles, 7 squares and 4 hexagons. All 18 boxes for the bargain platinum price of $23.99 or $34.39. You're saving 30% and you're getting double points on these, and a quarter of the stock has gone. Now, we don't have a massive amount of these because we had to wait for them. They are on extended delivery. They'll be shipped to you on the 16th of May because it took us a while to be able to get them. They're like hen's teeth finding them. And then when you get them, you can get a few because they've been allocated everywhere. That's where we've been on the journey. They are essential for your paint fusion journey, not just for paint fusion though, for just decorating, home decor, storage, crafty techniques, everything that Sheena espouses and is brilliant at, you're going to be able to do with these boxes. And Sheena, you've got some there, so we can just see what they look like undecorated. There we go.
The size of them, you're getting all of them because they all really nicely nest inside of each other. So when you get them, it's not a massive box. It's just a nice compact box, and you got so much, because I was saying earlier, you know, you can put exactly the same amount of work on a product that is already costly to start with if you're selling it, and you're not going to be able to charge any more than if you do something on a really affordable base like these are, and then put your money for your creativity work on top of that, and you've got much more chance if you do sell your products on using something like this. And they're so usable, they're just great. They're great sizes, so you're getting all of them, and you don't get them coloured. These are mine that I've been working on. These are prepared to play with this show, and these are the little hexagon boxes, which are again a smaller format, but really tough, strong little things. So it might be little bits of, you know, a jewellery or something that maybe, you know, didn't come with its own box or whatever. You can put your little old hampers in there, and then you've also got coming in there, the square boxes.
And you're getting all of them, Sheena?
You're getting all of them. All that you're seeing. Every single one. And yeah, that's what we're going to play with. So I'm going
to absolutely love them.
They're brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. I know how hard these are to find.
Yeah.
Because painting, decorative painting, you know, when your crafting kind of speciality is paper crafting, it's hard to find things that you can break out of the 2D world into if you sell at a regular, maybe regular craft fairs, or you have another outlet where you sell your products. And trying to find these boxes is so difficult, because I've been often, you get 1 or 2 certain sizes left and the good sizes have gone, or if you're lucky to get them at all. So yeah, very happy about these.
I think they're great. And for your platinum price at £1.33 a box, or I don't know, not even $2 a box, that is fantastic value for money. And actually, Sheena, I would just be, that little gold box, those little gold sweets with the hazelnut cream and the hazelnut inside, and the Nutella. Not Nutella.
Yeah, no, the Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher, that's the ones. Just a couple of little Ferrero Rocher, 3 nestled in there.
Just a little thank you.
Just a little thank you.
There's often times when, you know, you're friends with somebody, but you're not like, you don't want to get into the big gift giving thing.
Yes.
But you want to show a little bit of appreciation.
Yes.
And a little nice little treat. That's what these are great for. And that's the Gilding flakes, which we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is going to gild a box with Gilding flakes very soon.
My word, that is fantastic. Well, if we're going to be gilding a box, you're going to need some gilding flakes. And we have got a fabulous bundle of flakes here for you. You're getting all of these, so you're getting 9 pots of flake plus the glue kit, the tools to do the job, and you're getting all of that for $33.59 or $38.39, your platinum price, which is, I have to say, a brilliant value for money, a 20% saving that you've got. These gilding flakes, and Sheena's going to show you them, but I'm just going to open up a pot. I'm going to be brave. Show you inside. You've got 9 pots of flake, and each of these sets come in 3 colours which perfectly complement each other. This is the carnival set. You see you've got that lovely electric blue, that really royal purple, and the fuchsia. My favourite set, I absolutely love the blush collection, and you've got them in those rose golds and blush pinks and a more vintage pink there at the top. And then the patina collection, where you've got that lovely green, you've got the bronze, and you've got the gold to get that patina look in there. And the luxury flakes, I have to say, do work, do give a different result to the regular gilding flake in a big pot. Now, the regular gilding flake in a big pot has its use for large area backgrounds, for a little bit more frugal crafting, or, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. But when you want that high, intense, metallic, impressive shine from a gilding flake, the luxury gilding flake is what you need, because they really are, my word, look, they give you a significant bang for your buck, and the pot is absolutely full of it, and it really does have a much more high metallic gilded shine to it. And to this day, Sheena, I have not seen another craft company with colours of gilding flake.
No, these are, and when I saw them there in the local shop, I was like, wow, these are amazing. And when you see them, they look good on screen, but when you see them, like, you know, in real life, they're super jewel-like.
They really are.
Which is why that's what I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use blush.
I love the blush.
Love blush.
Yeah, me too. I think the blush is a lovely collection. And to get all, the daisies. Oh dear, throwing them at you. To get all 9 pots for the price you can see on your screen, and not only the 9 pots, I'll put them away in a sec, but the glue kit, to get that lovely gilding glue in there. It's really important to have the right glue to do your gilding with your flakes, the sponge to rub it away, and then what I love in here is the empty ink pad. So you can put the gilding glue into the empty ink pad and then stamp and gild stamped images.
I haven't got that set yet.
Have you not, Sheena?
No.
Have you not seen that,
I'm going now. I'm off.
Are you going home?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna throw my toys out the pram.
Do you feel left out?
I do, because you know what I'm using?
What
I'm using the little Sarah's little Roaring Twenties one, and it didn't have the ink pad in.
Oh my word! I think we need to get you on, Sheena.
I think so.
I'm going to go and have a word with those.
Cheers,
the powers that be. You need this in your life.
Stamping for sure.
Stamping. You stamp with that glue in there. You just fill the little ink pad up. Any of your stamps, gild them.
Oh,
it's the future.
It is the future.
And you can imagine doing that with your paint fusion, and then stamping it and
over
putting
the
it gilded. Yes.
That's what fusion's all about.
That's what fusion's all about.
Oh, we need to try and get one of those ink pads and do that.
I'm going to go and get it for you now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
well,
because I think if you fusioned and then if you stamped over the top and gilded, you do the box, I'll go and get you an ink pad.
You.
Right,
great.
okay,
and
everybody.
I'll do this.
Get the flakes.
So we're going to use the blush. All right, so as Leanne said, my eye went straight to these are just gorgeous colours. Right, here's the other thing. Really important. If you're using Gilding flakes, don't do it with the aircon on. Don't do it in front of the window on a nice breezy day. Your whole house will not thank you for it. Your animals will leave home. You'll be able to find them easy enough because they'll be glowing. So, but I like to put them in a contained area, because first thing that happens is they all kind of like they grow out of the box. You wonder how that much has been packed in. So yes, they are amazing things, but you really want to just contain them and put them where you want them to be. Now there's 3 colours in here and they're all gorgeous, and I'm wondering which one I'm going to go for. I love, oh there, that's easier to see. Look, do that. Oh, That's pretty, isn't it? But that's gorgeous. You know what? You can mix them as well. But if you mix them, you'll have to have another pot where you've got the mixed flakes and all those would mix. I'm going to use those too. I don't care. Look at me. What a rebel. Right. Okay, I'm going to put them over here and then we'll get started. So, first thing I've done with the box here is I've primed it. I've brushed on a little bit of watered down acrylic. A little bit of acrylic. It looks better if you've got a base colour on it, because if you get any bits where it's broken, where the gilding marks, and that's what looks cool with the gilding flakes, is traditionally the base for a gilding flake. I was saying to Leanne, she's saying the ceremoniously brought in here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, I've got to stamp with them now, haven't I?
There we go, ma'am.
Right, thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Backing out. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa.
My pleasure, my lady. You were perfect, my lady.
Right. So, what was I saying? Yes, so traditionally, gilding flakes would be, obviously there would be gold back in the day, but that would be ridiculously expensive. And the base would be painted with like an oxblood colour, like a red colour, so that when the flake, if it does break and you get that little shone underneath, you see that red colour underneath. So I've used a mix of brown and a bit of orange in there to give it just a warm tone. Let it dry thoroughly, and then what we're going to do is we're going to paint. Let's do the lid to start with. I'm going to take a flat brush, a large flat brush, thus, and this is, it's really liquid, so this is a liquid size. So the point with this glue is it doesn't dry. It never dries completely. That's why your flakes stick to it. So when it's wet, it's opaque, like this, but when it dries, it'll go shiny, and you'll think it's like dry, just like your ordinary regular glue. It hasn't. It always remains tacky, so that the gilding flakes, like I say, bond to that surface. So we're going to brush that all over there, Leanne.
Brilliant. Now, we've just had a question from, I'm just finding it for you. Here we go. Sue Cummings. Hello, Sue Cummings on YouTube. Leanne, what other glues can you use when you run out of the liquid glue from the kit?
With the what?
What other glues can you use when you run out of the liquid glue from the kit? I would say, tell me if you agree, Sheena, I think, Sue, at that point, it's time to get another kit.
Yeah.
Because I think the little pieces of foam will be pretty dog-eared, and the ink pad will have been pretty saturated and probably needing to be refreshed.
Yeah.
We kept the size of the ink pad small and the size of the bottle of the glue and the little bits of foam correct, so that when it runs out, it's time to be refreshing everything. So you're not buying, lots of foam or a big ink pad that's going to last you forever, to keep the cost of that kit down. So that would be my advice. I don't know, what do you think, Sheena?
I would agree, because it's not like, I think that the cost in that kit is most of the ink, the glue anyway. Those other things are quite, like you say, you want new ones, nice shiny versions of it, and you'll have used them up pretty well at that point. You'll be, well loved. So absolutely concur, Leanne. I concur. So we're going to pop that there. Now already that's going transparent, this here, and if you put your finger on it, it's tacky. It's tacky. That's
but
what you want.
It does react quick though, doesn't it?
It does react.
I mean, it goes thin.
Yes. Needs very little.
Very
little. That's the good thing as well. It goes a long way. That little bottle there will last you ages, because you really do. You want to put it on in a thin application. You don't need to layer it on. So that's that. So now the next thing is the colour. Let's open this. So as I was saying, I'd like to use these in a container. Look at that.
Yes.
They're just like they're alive. Now there's a little bit slightly opaque on this there, but we'll try and we'll go for it anyway. So what I'm going to do is just pick this up, and I find it easier. Hang on, let me put that there for you. Find it easier putting this on with my finger like that. I've got that much out on the counter today.
Sheena, look at that.
Isn't that stunning? Wait till you see this. I'm going to do this side.
Hey, we're going to have to get you a shelf, Sheena, and we're going to call it the Sheena shelf.
The Sheena shelf. Honestly, I have that much, yeah. Well, I said we need a banqueting table for all the stuff that...
Sheena, that's making me happy.
Oh, it's just stunning. Wait till you see it. It is like... it's like a jewelled little thing. You're not going to miss, this is going
word.
to be something that will get the wow factor for sure. And don't worry about putting too much on. It's like glitter. You only use what sticks.
Yes.
The rest of it, and it doesn't matter how big or small the flakes are either, you're fine with that. So
Of course, because you buff them off, don't you?
Absolutely.
I have to say, Carolyn Wilson says, I can't imagine you guys can wow me more than you did during the wake-up. Looking forward to more great tips and info. Carolyn, how wowed are you with this? Because I am, and I've used these Gilding flakes. Look, Sheena, I've used these Gilding flakes a lot because I love them, and it took us a while to get this luxury Gilding flake perfect. I have never thought of using them in the way that you're using them now.
yes, stunning.
And it's exceptional. And do you know what? Look how much you're not using though.
Exactly, absolutely. And what I'm doing, Leanne, I'm burnishing it with my hands. So by putting it on with your hands and then just pressing, you're burnishing, you're making that bond completely with that size that's on there, because it's more of a size than a glue, yeah? And you're just taking off all the excess without using the, you can use a little sponge if you want, but I really don't think you need to, because this way, you can feel where you need to press down.
Yes.
And it's a softer way to embellish, and you're not dulling it down in any
My
way.
word, look at that. It's not very often that my flabber is gasted, in that a little bit like No Doubt, I can't speak. That's it, it's going on Chiv's tunes. Don't speak.
I'm singing it in my head with you.
that one. Sheena, it's just,
That's the blush I'm
right, so
using.
listen, everybody, you need the boxes, you need the Gilding flakes. You need to recreate this at home yourself and just keep your own special little things in it if you don't want to give it away. I mean,
As a gift that for a special birthday, can you imagine?
oh, can you imagine for a birthday? Even if you've just made a little bit of handmade fudge and you put that inside, tie
now
it with a little bit of ribbon in there or twine. It's got right. Johnny said, okay. Johnny's exact words is, okay, it's gone crazy. In the words of Patsy Cline, and that's what's happened. It's like, and in the words of Run DMC, folks, it's like that, and that's the way it is. Because the boxes and the Gilding flakes now are flying. The boxes already a third have gone. Gilding flakes absolutely flying out of the door. We've got a little bit of a deeper stock of the Gilding flakes, so don't panic about that too much, but if you do like what you're seeing, get them. The boxes we do not have a deep stock of, and we're only 20 minutes into this 2-hour show, a third has already gone. So if you are liking what you're seeing, and the price of the boxes you can see on the screen, really reasonable. 18 boxes, platinum price £23.99 or £34.39, I beg your pardon, and only £1.33 per box. Then the value that you can see, and look what happens when you apply a little bit of inexpensive flake to it, as Sheena's just done there. And she's going to show you so many different ways of using them. I don't think you can afford to hang around and decide, honestly, about those boxes. I think you need to, and this is the first demo, 20 minutes in, I think you need to be securing them for yourself now. As soon as Sheena's done this, we're going to come back to me, and I'm going to show you some other boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll watch Sheena and then I'll show you the rest.
Do it, Leanne, and that'll be me back to. But check that out. So all of that's now
I feel
bonded.
can I come over again? I feel I need to see it in me. Like,
go on then.
And you know
And
what
I'll
I'm
get a
like?
Baby wipe out and.
I'm testing poor Sam. He's new, brand new, first time in the gallery, and I'm running all over this show. I'm sorry, Sam.
Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it amazing?
It's even better in real life than it is in.
Superb, isn't it? Lovely.
I haven't got the words to describe.
It's just bling beyond bling.
I mean,
If you want reflection and you want it doesn't. You can't even see it. It looks
can't
black on
look.
screen. There, look at that. Look at that. That. Whoa. It really is the blingiest of bling you can imagine.
look at that. Look, I mean, you've got to get it in real life and do. And how easy was that to do?
Super simple.
And you did that from scratch.
Oh yeah, and before your very eyes, yes. So you can see real time. Now what I would do with that...
You can come again.
Thank you.
You're
I'll come
welcome.
back.
Yeah, that was exquisite.
So what I would do is you can colour it if you want, you can paint on it if you want, or you can And if you do paint on it and colour it, I would varnish it, get a good varnish on that, protect it, because you're going to want to protect it, because that is going to be a keeper, don't you think?
Absolutely. Should we have a look at some boxes? Thank you. John's just brought me, thank you, John, some wipes, because I am now Mrs. Gilded. Thank you, John. Thank you. He's so good. He's there. Whatever you want. You don't even have to say it. You think it. He's heard the thought. He's there for you. In a flash. He's so clever.
Like Mr. Ben.
I just thought I want to show you some of these boxes. Now, this is one of those round boxes which has been fusioned. And then look at the edge. The same gilding flake that Sheena has just covered a whole box with has been used in relief around the top edge of that box. You can just see that shine. And how beautiful is that as a keepsake? And this is the sort of thing that I did for my niece for her 16th, which was 12 years ago, when Sheena first launched Paint Fusion. I did it with the wild rose and the butterfly. She still uses it now, 12 years later. And, you know, that's what I mean about creating real heartfelt gifts and heirlooms, things that people love and want to keep. And each one of these, you can see, is so different. My personal favourite on here, I feel like this is all going to go Pete Tong because I'm taking them all up nearly. This is exquisite because I feel this is the true fusion style. I'm a bit of a purist when I know fusion has not been purist, but when it comes to your fusion, I am a little bit puritanical because I love the look of the original launch, which I think this is, Sheena. Gorgeous and really, really, you know, easy to do. You've seen Sheena do the crackle and wake up call this morning. We'll have a look at some of those little bits later. Now, look, your techniques. You know the shaving foam and ink. Look, I think this has been done with shaving. I mean, whoever did this for you, let me know if I'm wrong. Julie, is this the shaving? Julie? Temperton. Julie Temperton, are you watching? Is this shaving foam?
Because it looks like it, doesn't it?
It looks like a shaving foam technique.
I'll see if I can make contact. She might be at work.
I feel like, does anybody remember Nanu, more calling Orson?
Calling Orson. Coming Orson.
Coming Orson. Hello. Nanu, Julie. Nanu. There we go. Sorry, Sam, I am testing you today, aren't I, with the backwards and forwards. We're like, Nanu, come in, more calling Orson, we're calling Julie. Is this the marbling technique we need to know? Because that, Julie, is absolutely, I'm sure you agree, exceptionally beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. And there is some more. I mean, this one, it's almost like a Fabergé egg.
It does, isn't it? You know what?
It's been varnished, so you've got that lovely varnish on there.
And what Debbie wanted to do, she wanted to give you a box that showed you how to use a die cut. So that's one of the frames on there and cutting. And all you do is, if it's not even one of the deeper dies, you can just cut it through your your multi-purpose card.
Yes.
And do a couple of layers with the wet glue.
And stick them together to raise it up.
Raised.
Lovely. Absolutely glorious. I love that one. I mean, there are so many choices, aren't there? This, I think, is regal. This looks like it's just been pilfered out of a stately home.
It does. You know
Doesn't
what? That
it?
gorgeous dark red background with the gilding flakes around the edge. Look, the gilding flakes just around the edge.
Yes.
So if you wanted a little bit less obvious, you could use your gilding wax.
Yes.
But that bling, that pop of bling looks
oh
amazing,
my word,
doesn't
incredible. It almost feels a bit chinoiserie, a bit Chinese
yes, it
style.
does, like lacquered.
A bit oriental, lacquered wood.
Yes.
That's what that looks like. It's absolutely glorious. That looks like it's an ancient antique, amazing. And then this, oh my word, look. And this is using your scrapbook paper from Once Upon a Time, I believe that is actually.
It is. They're the ones that we've got tonight on Beautiful
Tonight on the show. And I think that's Once Upon a Time folded in a fan.
It is.
And then using a piece of the scrapbook paper for the swans there. Actually, these little gem swells, I think they were Once Upon a Time.
The florals as well, yeah.
And how brilliant is it that it shows the paper ranges that we bring you actually also work with these boxes.
She might have lined it. I'm not sure she's
hang
lined
on.
it. I think Debbie lined hers. So if you line them, look how cool that looks.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Just 360-degree fabulousness, it really is. You need the boxes in your life. You know, you really, really do. For $1.33 per box, how incredibly reasonable is that? It really is. Let's just have a look at the stacks of boxes, Sheena, and I'll get the showstopper ready for you. We're going to have a chat about the showstopper too.
Let me put them back for you. Bear with. It's like a jigsaw puzzle again. I need to put them right, that there. We've got one missing. Okay, they're the squares there. And we've got the, look at that, you're not going to miss that one, are you? They're your hexagons there, you got them. And then you've got your circles, -1, which goes in there. So you've got loads. And I would say the smaller ones, and every one, I would have to gild and flake them. After seeing that would just have to happen for me.
Yes, I agree. The law is the 2 smallest in each set get gilded.
Yeah.
Completely agree with you. And actually, the larger ones, you could just gild the lid.
Yeah.
You could do something else around it, just gild the lid.
Exactly.
Or the full lip of the lid.
Put a bit of ribbon around the outside.
Oh.
They could look like Victorian keepsakes.
Absolutely incredible. 18 boxes. There, 18, 7 circles, 7 squares, all nesting, 4 of your hexagons for $23.99 or $34.39 is exceptional. In Johnny's words, you've got to be quick for them. So while you're thinking about that, let's just talk about the showstopper. So Duet ink pads launched yesterday and were phenomenally successful. So we brought you back another deal today, which is just minus the blending brushes because they're sold out. So Duet ink pads, brand new launch that we've got. And these are a pigment ink pad infused with a titanium oxide, gives you a lovely chalky soft finish. When you add water, you get that chemical reaction as if it's been in nature for a while, and that oxidization happens, you get that lovely white finish. So you can heat emboss with them, you can blend them, and most importantly, because they're a pigment and with that chalky finish, you can layer different colors on top as long as you heat set. Techniques with them, the amount are really limitless. You see me using them yesterday, you've seen Sheena using them in Wake Up Call this morning. They're the 12 colours of those fabulous new Duet inks that we've got for you. 12 very usable, very beautiful colours in there, and a great CMY to be able to mix lots of other tones yourself if you want to. So they're your 12 ink pads. So you can see a lot of ink pads, look. I stocked them on. These are all the ones you're getting. It's a big old stack of ink pads I've got for you there. Then you've got 4 sets of incredible stamps. And these stamps are in a collage style. So you've got a lovely big full background stamp. You've got your sentiments, and then you've got some little distress areas. And you can see we've put the sentiments separate so you can arrange the configuration of that around your project as you would like. You can say with love always, or love you always, or with love, or whatever it is that you want to do. It makes it very easy, and it means that you can convey a different message depending on who you're sending it to. So you've got that beautiful butterfly. You've also got my personal favourite, this little fairy. I think since Peter had the girls, I'm all about fairies and unicorns, Sheena. All about the fairies and unicorns since Peter had the girls.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and flamingos, or as Ada calls them, mingos.
Oh.
Yeah, Mingles. Oh, Mingo, where are you?
Oh.
Flamingo, honestly, she's absolutely adorable. So you've got the fairies as well, and then you've also got the wildflowers. What Sheena did with that in Wake Up Call blew my mind. I'm sure it did yours if you were watching. And then finally, we've got that fantastic mandala set there too, which really lovely, beautiful, lacy designs. If you heat emboss that in a fine detail white powder and then blend in between, resist, absolutely incredible. We've got 4 sets. This is all in this showstopper deal for you, by the way. You're not choosing, I'm still going. This is, you're getting, it's been very busy, but you're getting all of this. You're also getting 4 sets of these fabulous stencils, 8 by 3, 8 inches by 3 inches in size, and they're a nice panel which you can use as a big border on a project, or a nice size to be able to just add little bits of texture here and there where you need it. And we've included the little holes at the top of each stencil for you so that you can keep these lovely and organised on one of those little D-rings or belt clips or carabiner type things, so you can hang them up when you're not using them and you don't lose them. So you've got 3 of that beautiful Moroccan mandala style. You've got 3 textural, which you used a lot, Sheena, with the Hessian and the plaid
love 'em.
and the previous one. You really love those, don't you?
Yeah,
I like that little
absolutely
wave
love
one. We've got this lovely damask set where you've got the rose and those lovely damask designs in there. And you've also got my personal favourite, because I love the argyle and that kind of swirly raindrop in the middle, those 3 textures, and with the bubbles as well. So you've got 4 sets of 3, so 12 stencils. 12 stencils, 4 sets of stamps, 12 ink pads, and an easy grip mat. Your box will be full. I took my easy grip out to show Sheena how it works earlier, and you have bought so much of this. You've added yourself another couple in as you've been shopping in Wake Up this morning, and I'm not surprised. You're also getting that in your showstopper deal for $105.60 or $144, saving 30%, and you've got double points today on your showstopper deal. So it really is the time to be thinking about ink pads and whether you want to save that money. So that's your showstopper deal. Sheena, we're back over to you now.
You know what, you shouldn't have left me, because I've had one plan, then I had another idea.
Did
then
you?
I had another idea, and then I've got them like buses, they're all in queues now.
Okay.
They're all going to come at once. So the first thing, I'll stick to the first idea and try and get through as many as I can for you. So this is just a really simple version of what I was talking about, what Debbie's done. I've used some just regular, even a frame die, and just cut it out. Just cut the corners. Cut it, the heaviest weight card it'll cut the corners off, and I've stuck them on using the tacky glue, because I wanted to bond to that.
Oh my word!
Yeah.
Is that how that's been done?
Absolutely. And it looks
kid you not, Sheena.
Do
When
you think
I
it's
looked at that
plaster?
box earlier,
Yeah.
I thought that was a texture paste, gessoed through it. Texture paste, not gessoed. Texture pasted through a stencil.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, so this is how you don't need all those more pricely, costly products.
Word.
You just cut them out, and if you want it deeper, stick 2 of these together with your wet glue, your tacky glue, then stick them on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and I want it to look a bit like Wedgwoody, like plaster, you know, like old plaster. And that's what the gesso will do for you, because it is chalk. So now I have no idea if this is going to work, but I'm going to have a try. I want to age it a bit more, and then we want to bling it up a bit. So I've got on here.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, you can.
Susie on YouTube. So not Susie. Dear me. It's Susie, social media superstar, has sent me the message from Leann Bledsoe on YouTube. I missed what Sheena said she used as a base coating for the box. I think that was for the gilded box.
For the base coated, I used a bit of diluted acrylic.
Acrylic.
You could use your, get your match pots again from your local DIY shop, you know, your little paint tester pots.
So you could just use like an emulsion?
Yes,
household
just emulsion. That'll do. That'll work fine too. Yeah, and it's a cheaper version. Keep your good paints for, for your decorative painting, which is what we're going to do. Now, yeah. Does that help?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. And then Carol says, I've tried stamping with my Gilding, and my stamp was... this is Karen's words, not mine.
Yeah.
I tried stamping with the Gilding, and my stamp was hella hard to clean. Suggestions.
The stamp was really hard to clean.
Yes.
You've got to clean them immediately.
So you need a tub of lukewarm water beside you with a goodly amount of dishwashing soap in there. The minute you've stamped and you take it off your block into the water, and the little scrubby sponge that Sheena had, little sponge over the top, and it's good. If you let the glue dry, it's going to take a while to get it off. But if you have let the glue dry, get a tin of our stick away, and that will sort the job for you. But you need to clean immediately. All right, Karen.
Yeah.
Sheena and I are on the same page with that.
Absolutely. That's it. Just anything that's acrylic based. Your acrylic paints, the Gilding glue, PVA glue, anything like that. Once it's dried on your brush, you've had it on your stamp or your brush. Yeah, you don't. That's you don't want that.
The end.
Yeah,
basically.
the end.
The end. Anita Dolan on YouTube, she says, "Do these boxes nest together?"
Yes, absolutely. So when they're delivered, it's a really small box. You think, where have all my boxes gone? What? Hello. And then you realise they've all been nested. Which is great for transportation. If you do fairs or whatever, you can decorate them and you don't have to...
What is that Harry Potter nonsense you're doing over there now?
Right, so what I'm doing now, I'm antiquing this box.
Oh,
right?
my word.
And I wanted it to look older and more mellow, so I've used some brown and mixed up with a little bit of the yellow, and I've just painted it on, and I'm wiping it off. So that this is what you would in the past if you did all the, you know, like furniture kind of restoration things. You would use it would be like a scumble glaze. So you would get a scumble glaze is like a medium that would that you would put your paint in, it would dilute the colour, and it would slow down the drying so that it would, you can move it around. But just by diluting it, you can see already we've got a much more mellow, aged look to that box.
That's incredible. Me doing that, if you'd said to me, Leanne, mix up some brown and yellow and dilute it and whack it over the top of your lovely blue thing you've just painted, I would have been terrified.
Would it have been like Dementor's part?
It would have been the Dementors back crawling across my card like they were back in the day. Yeah. That is incredible as a technique,
so all these
Sheena.
things that you've got, Leanne, you've got them. Just invest in the boxes while you can. Don't let them go or you will kick yourself, because you don't need to then spend loads and loads of stuff to then become like a mixed media person. You've got stuff in here. I've taught work classes, workshops like this, where we've used, you know, tissue paper and glue to make texture and things on your card, honestly, like the card and things.
Sheena, I've got 50 million questions, right? So let's because I think some of them do need answering. They're probably questions for everyone. So that's okay for a second, Sheena.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sweet Imp, do the boxes come flat? No, they nest. So the big box at the bottom of the pile, all of the next boxes, it's like Russian dolls.
Yeah.
So they come inside. So the next size box is inside. You take the lid off the biggest box, all the boxes are revealed to you. Okay, so they're nested inside. They don't come flat, they all fit inside the box like Russian dolls. So that's that one. That also answers Anita. Right. So that's not a question. I'll come back to you in a second, Heather. Does the gesso on top of the tacky glue just crack automatically?
Yes, it automatically does. Just let the tacky glue go so that it's just started to dry. It's gone from white to clear.
Okay.
And then you just, that's it. You're great. You just, it just crackles before your very eyes.
Before your eyes. Thank you. Next one, Sheena. How deep is the largest square box?
Oh no! Now you're asking me to measure.
Can we hold it on the? Just hold it on the glass mat.
I will. I'm going to bear with. It's here.
Thank you.
The glass mat.
So
in,
deep. That's
inches
wide. That's wide.
Is 10 inches square.
So it's 10 inches square, and how deep is it?
Oh, hang on. No, it's not. 8 inches square.
8 inches square.
8 inches square.
Right. Now tip that on its side. That's it. How deep is it?
3 inches deep.
And 3 inches deep. 8 inches square, 3 inches deep, the largest square box. The largest circle will be in the same footprint, but it's a circle. You don't have the square edges. And then I would say that hexagon, the largest one, looks to me 5 by 5.
Hexagon, bear with, is, well, if we do it from point to point, you're absolutely spot on, Leanne. 5 by 5.
5 by 5. There's my internal ruler doing the job again.
Well, I'm impressed.
Right, so that Rhonda should answer your question. I think we had more. Right, Lillian, is that the custard cream dye Sheena used? Yes, Lillian, it is the custard cream dye that Sheena used. And then, my word, so many of you saying, right. Leanne, you've convinced me. Didn't take much arm twisting. I absolutely need these boxes. Yes, yes, you do, Heather. So does everybody else. Johnny's telling me they're very busy. And it's not going to be long before it's great on the screen. Right, so that's the worrying thing. Right, so for $23.99, 18, or for $34.39, 18 boxes for you to decorate with all of these different techniques that Sheena's showing you, $133 each. And the thing I love about this is a full-on gilded box, a Wedgwood box. What else is Sheena going to be doing? Goodness only knows. I cannot wait to see myself. Sherry says, hello, Leanne and Sheena. What a beautiful show to wake up to. Love all that Sheena creates. She is an amazing artist. She really is. She is inimitable, in my opinion. Right, and just a lot of love, Sheena. A lot of love for everything that everybody's saying. Chaz just bought the boxes with the brushes.
Yay.
Tried to resist, but no, didn't work, and now can't wait to try and make something for my daughter's 21st. Chaz, yes, that's what you need to do. That's what I did for my niece 12 years ago when she was 16. She's 28. She was 28 in April. She's still using that box on her dressing table every single day. It's about the gift of love. It's heirlooms. It's creativity. It's just everything when it comes to gift giving and making something really special and unique to you and the recipient. Sheena, this is blowing my mind.
Well, that's the...
Have you got your duets
They're the
on there now?
duets. I've got the duets going. And they're perfect because I'm using the brushes and I can build it up little or a lot, and it's just catching the large areas, the main areas, and I love that gorgeous soft heather on top of that Wedgwoody blue I've created, and it's creating a kind of a vignette. Now what I'm going to do to finish this, I'm going to put a bit of Gilding wax on it, and that is what I'm going to...
We've got a message incoming from Julie Temperton.
Julie Temperton, yeah.
Julie Temperton, it was the mock calling Orson, Min Orson, that did it for Julie. Julie says, afternoon. Hello, Julie. Can I just say, exceptional samples, you and Debbie. Thank you for doing that for us. And also, she says, yes, Leanne, it's shaving foam.
Fantastic.
This has been done with shaving foam. How absolutely unbelievable is this? Poor Sam, I'm testing you today, Sam. But you are coping admirably, Sam. Look at that with the shaving foam. Absolutely incredible. I need to do shaving foam on one of these boxes now, Sheena, just to do that.
Well, you know what? But I tell you what I love. These are like proper crafters. This is what proper crafting's about, is it not?
Yes.
You've got something that's inexpensive and you say, well, I haven't got this piece and I haven't got that piece and I haven't got this structure gel and I haven't got this glaze. Guess what? Bit of creative thinking doesn't stop you, does it?
No.
And I love that you've used what you've got in your crafty kit to just play something with some completely new. So when you get the boxes, you've seen you don't need a X number of new product to make them look amazing.
No.
We were talking about this morning because we know these work great on gesso, and an emulsion, matte emulsion finish is very similar to a gesso finish.
Yes.
So these are just adhering beautifully, and I'm not using loads. I'm not really soaking this. I'm just going quite lightly over that and going with the with the grain I kind of created with the box to keep that look going. So I'm going to pop that back over there now. We'll pop a bit of Gilding wax on that and see what it looks like.
Oh, I can't wait.
I think it'll look
Susie says, Susie's just said to me that she wants to cover the hexagon box with flower forming foam flowers.
Lovely.
On the lid. Can you imagine that, like a hat box?
That'd
be like
an
Easter bonnet hat box. Judy Garland, Fred Astaire,
Oh,
best easy
in
move.
my Easter bonnet.
In my Easter bonnet with all the frills upon it.
I'm there with you.
Honestly, I love that.
We used to sing that every year at school.
And I'll walk down the avenue. Yes, we'll walk down the avenue.
To walk down the avenue. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Johnny and George and Sam, have you seen the Easter bonnet movie with Judy Garland and Fred Astaire? Easter bonnet. It's called Easter Parade, actually. Easter Parade. Fantastic musical movie, that. And actually, while you're watching today, what's your favourite musical? Let us know. Bugsy Malone, who was that?
Yeah, I have got
Was that
one.
Sam in my voice, Bugsy Malone?
What's yours, Leanne?
Bugsy Malone. Mine, favourite musical, King and I.
King and I. Oh, yeah, it's a classic. It's hard to sing along to with those vocals.
Etc.
Etc. Etc. You know what mine is?
What?
Sound of Music.
Oh,
I just
the hills are...
I told you I met Julie, didn't I?
You did like you do,
Shouldn't have done, Leanne.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done.
No.
Don't meet your heroes, just take it from me. You'll show yourself up.
Well, you did tell us about when you met Julie.
I did.
You lost the power of speech.
I did, and then professed me undying love to her.
You did.
And everyone else was like queuing, you know. It was when she came back to the O2, and I was actually sat next to her brother through the whole concert. And it was like, oh, because my friend in California happens to be good friends with her personal manager. And so it was like amazing. And everyone's going up to her and shaking her hand. Oh, wonderful body of work, Dame Julie, wonderful concert. And I love you. wasn't out in public for a while after that.
She was traumatised. I'm sure she appreciated it.
Well, it was from the heart. What can I say?
Of course, it was from the heart. Oh, hey, we've got them all coming in now. Susie says, exactly, Leanne, Easter Parade. Good choice. Lillian, Sound of Music. Bonnie, Sound of Music. Anne Kalinowski's My Fair Lady. It's a good one.
Brilliant.
It's a good one.
I love there's some great ones to sing along to.
Some great.
Just you white and Reagan's just you white.
In Hertford, Herefordshire and Hamford, isn't it? Hurricanes hardly ever happen.
I've been trying that with Maria. I was saying trying to teach her Geordie. So I'm like the like anti-Professor Riggins.
Yes, the anti-professor.
She speaks like, you know, the...
Look at that when it catches the light. I truly thought that had been texture pasted through a stencil, Sheena.
Well, what I would do there is I'd have a focal little painting in there.
Nice.
And then put a bit of ribbon around this outside.
It could be a 3D little flower set, though.
It could be absolutely fabulous if you got 3D flowers. If that's your you know what you
like.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Absolutely stunningly
that's another
beautiful.
way to use them. So we'll pop that to one side, and we'll move on.
Oh, we've got them all coming in. Kelly Jones, Grease. Laurel, Enos, favourite musical, Cats. Kari, My Fair Lady. Chorus Line, Kim Rice. There's the one I've not seen. I haven't seen that. Kim, I haven't seen that. That's on my list to do this weekend. I shall let you know. And Man of La Mancha. I don't know if I've seen that one either. Well, there you go. Keep them coming in. We're interested to know. We need a little break because you're melting down the systems. You're loving the boxes so much. So we're going to give you a break so that you can go and buy your boxes and be confident to know that you've got them. We're going to reset and get ready, and then we'll give you all a little update when we come back. So here's a little break while you go and check out.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, you know, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. You've been shopping in that little break, you little tinkers. Thank you for that. You've taken our advice and you've been shopping the boxes, you've been shopping the showstopper, and you've been shopping the Easy Grip mat. Oh my word, have you been shopping the Easy Grip mat? So we're going to have a little chat about that, just in case it's something you want to add to your shopping basket. Some fantastic musicals coming through here. Lots of My Fair Lady, and an Unsinkable Molly Brown. I don't know that one.
Yeah, with Debbie Reynolds.
Oh, I'll have to look for that one, Sheena.
That's a good one.
Meet Me in St. Louis. Great.
Which one?
Meet Me in St. Louis.
Oh,
love it.
By the Fair.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Singing it in my head.
Jesus Christ Superstar. That's a good. Jesus Christ. I like that one. West Side Story for George.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked, The Miserables. I don't like The Miserables.
I don't like, it's too miserable. I can't put myself through.
I can make myself miserable as well. So, and I just find it emotionally draining.
Yes.
It's a beautiful, powerful story. There's no two ways about it. But I have to feel like I need to wind myself up to it. And I want to sit down and watch something relaxing and have fun. So yeah, I really find that one difficult personally. However, this one, how I could have forgotten this one, there's two on here that I am now so happy about. Calamity Jane, Lizard, Calamity Jane.
The Deadwood stage
is coming on over the hill. Whip crack away, Sheena. Whip crack away. The Deadwood
Introducing Henry Miller.
We've got, oh my word, and we're going to have some sarsaparilla.
Just as busy as a fizzy sarsaparilla.
In this next one, please tell me you've seen this, Sheena, because this, I forced Joe Remblance to watch this because I knew he'd like it. I'd been talking to him about it for a number of years, and in the end, I bought the DVD and gave him it in his hands and made him watch it.
Which one?
And it's got Dolly Parton in, and it's got Burt Reynolds in.
Oh, no, not that. Oh, I know which one it is. Yeah, it's not 9 to 5,
I don't know if I can say it. It's the best little...
House in Texas.
Something house in Texas.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
So it's the best little something house in Texas.
Yeah.
And that is a hilarious and genius musical movie. And is in fact the original location, the first time that the song I Will Always Love You was written for that musical by Dolly Parton, and she sang it to Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, because she was amazing. She's amazing, Dolly.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. I love
edge.
Dolly. Right, Easy Grip mat. So Easy Grip mat comes in the box in a roll. And I was showing you earlier, I've left the grid over there, but it comes in the box in a roll and it's got a plastic protector on the back and a grid on the front. The grid is so that you can locate a small piece and cut it up for a piece that matches. So you see this little bit here was perfectly sized for my ink pad, and I cut that out from my Easy Grip mat. So you can cut it to pieces that are perfect for the project you need. Just going to show you how easy it is. And when you're trying to ink that thing, chasing around the try to catch it and keep on top of it, nightmare. Pop it on your Easy Grip mat. It isn't going anywhere. So when you're doing your ink blending, it grabs onto that for you. You are no longer chasing your ink pad all over the place or holding onto it with this hand while you get ink with this hand, getting ink all over your fingers. It literally stays stuck and keeps it there for you. It will also do the same with pieces of paper that you want to keep still when you're crafting on them, if that's the case. If you don't want to be chasing a piece of paper all over the desk, your Easy Grip mat will keep your projects still and safe for you. It is washable, so you can just wash it under the tap with some dishwashing soap and it'll be back to brand new for you. It's also great for inking on, so you can use it for your inking techniques if you want to, and it's heat resistant, so you can use your heat gun straight to the Easy Grip mat.
I've got a question.
Go on, ask me.
I'm messy, as you know, it's a fair cop.
Yeah, fair
right?
cop. I mean, tell us something we don't know, Sheena.
And I'm also a bit accident prone,
Yeah.
it's a fair cop.
Yeah.
If I spill my embossing powder on it and
Yes.
it goes all stuck to me mat,
Yes.
will it wash off?
Yes.
Brilliant. Thank you. 'Cause that
It'll
would
just
happen.
wash off. So you just dishwasher soap,
Yeah.
warm water,
Yeah.
hand hot water,
Yeah.
liquid, rub, shake dry, done.
Just let it drip dry.
Just drip dry.
Brilliant.
And it dries in seconds. You just give it a shake, couple of shakes. You know, like Mrs. Doubtfire with her teeth. You know when she takes it out and she shake it like a dog? When she takes her teeth out. Like that, just do that. Mrs. Doubtfire, I love Mrs. Doubtfire. Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear. That is another favourite movie of mine, I have to say. Especially the drive-by fruit and Sheena. But I've talked enough. You are definitely shopping the boxes. The boxes, the show is really, really doing well. You're loving that. That's the pick of the day, 30% off and double points. And then the showstopper that we've got there for you, very busy for the showstopper. You have got 12 ink pads, 12 stencils, 4 sets of stamps and an Easy Grip mat for £105.60, £144. Fabulous deal. And we're back over to you, Sheena, to see what you're going to do next.
Alrighty. Shall we use the acrylic paint that we've got on the show?
Yeah, let's.
These fabulous Pebeo acrylics. Wonderful. Set of 20, plus the large 100ml white in the bundle, which is requested by yours truly, because that's the one you'll go through more than anything. So this box has just been painted. It might be a bit of black acrylic or black gesso. I can't remember. Black gesso is the most cost-effective way to do it. So when it's back in stock and you've got your boxes, you want white gesso and you want black gesso. All right. So this has been black gessoed, and I'm going to take. There's 3 paints in here which are of particular interest, Leanne.
Are you doing this one here, Sheena?
I'm doing that one there.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a bit of this one out. If you look, they're the ones that have a number and they say Dyna 354. I don't know what Dyna, maybe dynamic or something. I think that's what I'm going to believe they are. And then you take some colour out. There's a lot. This is going to go a long way. Oh, throw that one over there. And there's only 3 of them, but you don't need any more than that because they are amazing. And these are, well, you'll see, they look, wait till you see them on a black card. So I'm taking that kitchen sponge I pulled apart on this morning's show. So it's just a kitchen sponge cut up, little bits pulled out of it, water in it, but then take away some of the water because we don't want loads in there, because we don't want to dilute the colour too much. And then I'm going to pounce onto the black, starting with that lighter colour, that greeny colour. Let's do the lid and then we'll do the other. And then I might not even do the base because I just really want to show you the lid. There's so much more I want to show you. So see how I'm just pouncing that on? And then you might not see, it might not look very impressive at the minute because I'll have to get it under the light for you to see the magic that is happening before my very eyes. So I'll pop that there, like that. It looks like the most amazing galaxy marbled kind of effect, and again, so affordable, so easy to do, so achievable, and it just looks wow. So pouncing, and where you've got the colour thicker, you'll see more of the original colour. Where it's thinner, you'll see more of the mica, the special effect product that's in there. And I'm doing it in seams. I'm thinking, you know, when you see those gorgeous, precious gems and stones like the lapis lazuli and your malachite and things, you could easily do that kind of effect with this, because you need that level of reflection and glimmer to make them work. They've got to have that special pop to them, and these certainly do. So let me I'll dry this and I'll show you what we have.
Would you like this one bringing over, Sheena?
Yes, please, that'd be lovely, thank you. And then if we get to painting it, we will, but if there's more, I would like to show you with as many techniques as I can fit in, to be honest, because I think if you're buying these boxes, there's so many in the set that you're going to want to keep mixing it up and trying different effects and different techniques. I would, for sure I did.
Yeah.
So let me show you what we've got here. So I want a little bit more of that, maybe that goldy colour. But you see how far that went? I didn't use much at all, but it went a long way.
Yeah.
And that, so don't feel you've got to put loads and loads out to get that, you know, what you're looking for, the effect. It really is. And that's what you get with a top quality product, Leann, as we know. Top quality colouring product, you're going to get the value for money at the end of the day, because it's going to go further. Yeah. So let me just...
And even though it's top quality, it's not expensive.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my word. And when that dries, you get even more intense shine,
so
don't you?
Yeah, this one's dry. That's what Julie did.
Yeah.
So if you look at that...
Look. It's really intense, that shine.
It's just, and if you want another layer on, just put more over. Just let that first one dry, and you think, well, I want to intensify that blue a little bit, so it pops more electric blue. Just pop a little bit more on, and you can see how those colours mix. Isn't that amazing? So they're the 3 diners that are in that box, and then with your Paint Fusion, it's that combination of the, you know, the really gorgeous ethereal background, and then the simple daisy. The shiny and the matte. Oh, I'm going to need a drink.
I'll get you a drink of water. We'll get you some water, and I will read out some other musicals while we're doing that, Sheena. So, Calamity Jane is very popular. Rocky Horror Show, another good one. Wicked, that's another good one. Mary Poppins. Rent. I haven't heard Rent. Blues Brothers, good, the lads are telling me. Blues Brothers, okay, we'll get that one in for you. Wizard of Oz, Sound of Music, Singing in the Rain. Oh my word, there's so many. I have to say, another one here, Guys and Dolls, yeah, that was another good one. Here, also, I've been to see this stage show probably 4 times. Jersey Boys. Absolutely. Do you not like Jersey Boys, John? Oh. Was that no? John went, oh, like that. Do you not like it? Do you what? I mean, you are. Come on in, John. No. John's a bit. John's very theatre. You're a lovey. What is it about Jersey Boys?
I don't know. It wasn't.
Yes,
really...
John is tall. I know. We can't even get in the same frame. Hang on. I'll get on my tiptoes. Come down to my level. Thanks, John. He's on his knees. John is this. So here's the nice. John is the same height as my husband. So there you go. Now, what is it about Jersey Boys?
Yeah.
What, like Sherry?
Yeah.
Sherry?
Yeah.
No.
It's not for me. West Side Story.
West Side Story, your favourite.
Yeah.
So stage show, West Side Story.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, John. We all wanted to know that. Well, how was Rome, John? That's how Rome was. We had a fabulous time. I asked him, he loved it. Have you got your water over there, Sheena?
Thank you. Yes, I'm fine now.
You're all right now?
Yeah, I'm good.
We were just filling time there for you.
Thank you.
I have to say, though, Hannah wants to know, whilst we're giving cleaning advice, how do I get gilding flakes off the mixed media mat? Warm water, dishwashing soap under the tap. Oh, my answer to everything like that, mixed media mat, anything like that, hand hot water under the kitchen tap, dishwashing soap, fixes it.
Exactly what I did. Well, yes.
It does work, doesn't it?
It does work, yeah, just soapy water, yeah. Because you just want the you just like flood them away, rather than try and rub them away, flood them away.
Do you know what Di Hedges is using that Easy Grip mat for?
What?
I think it's genius. She's using it for a 2-year-old grandson to keep his food plate still while he's learned to feed himself.
Well, there you go. Perfect for that. Absolutely.
In Johnny's words, all my life. Where has that been for the last 9 years of your life, Johnny? That plate off the table.
But he's not bitter.
Isn't that fantastic? That is a brilliant idea, Di. I'm going to use it for my husband.
Yeah.
He's cut a tree on his little table to stop that going on the floor.
I'm definitely putting it on my lap tray when I'm crafting.
Stop
Definitely
the dog ball
going on
being
the lap
chased
tray.
all over the floor, on the tiles. Oh, so many uses, Sheena.
Yeah, brilliant. Genius. It's the things like that that'll keep us, that are like, oh yeah, I get that. That's why it's been so incredibly popular, because people immediately go, there's a need. If there's a need, and then it's like, yeah. Okay. It's not a one, just it's filled a gap that everybody can relate to. Winner, winner. So what I'm doing, I'm using that same Dyna paint, and I'm using, ideally, a stencil brush would have been best for this, but I haven't got one at hand, so I'm using one of my, the flat brush, and I'm virtually no water, because to stencil, a stencil paint in nature is a very thick paint, because obviously if it was runny, it would just run under all the bridges that are in your stencil, and you wouldn't get any definition. So, you know, it really is little water on the brush as you can manage, and use it quickly, because acrylic paint dries quickly, so you want to not tarry, don't dilly and don't dally. Lost me way and don't know where to roam.
Nowhere to roam, that's it. And I dilly and dally,
and dilly. Lost me way and don't know where to roam. That's the one.
That's the one. That was off...
wasn't My Fair Lady? I don't think it was. I think it's like
Mary. It's the one where he's getting married.
I'm getting married in the morning. Oh, it moved.
Is it Mary Poppins?
Oh, no, that was My Fair Lady.
Ah, My Fair Lady.
My Fair
Sheena,
Lady.
I think that looks lovely.
Well, actually, it looks all right. You know what I would do there? I would probably let that dry. Yeah. And then I would go over. Actually, it does look quite nice.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, it does look quite. Oh, actually, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah, you groaned. I think that looks lovely.
I built it up. I kind of like. I bet. No.
You were like,
just kidding. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yes.
So
I
that's
wouldn't have thought of doing that either. Love it.
What was that from? We were saying, what was it from? It was from My Fair Lady.
Oh, My Fair Lady.
I'm getting married in the morning.
I'm getting married in the morning. Yes.
Yeah.
Bonnie wants to know, is the mixed media mat the same as the Easy Grip mat? No. Mixed media mat is a silicone. I think it's sold out. We're waiting for it to come back and stop. That's silicone, and it's got a lip on it and an area to do all of your messy crafting and paint palettes moulded in. The Easy Grip mat is a non-stick mat which sticks. When I'm saying it's non-stick, it won't. Your craft stuff won't stick to you. You can rinse it off, but it sticks to your surface and stops things sliding around. Grips. Two entirely different things. I had another question from a lady who said, is it white or is it clear, the Easy Grip mat? It is white. Okay. Oh my word, so many of you joined. Sheena, that is absolutely gorgeous. Stephanie Theodos, gorgeous box Sheena. Colleen, absolutely beautiful. Melanie, stunning Sheena. So many of you saying how much you're absolutely loving these demonstrations from Sheena. I just want to give you a little reminder of these paints, because that's what Sheena's been using, and you are shopping them. So if you're interested and you want the paints, you're getting 20 tubes of 22 pieces, so it must be 21 tubes, and then the 100 no, it's 20 tubes of paint, one brush, 100 mils of paint. I was just working that out for you guys, because I like to know when I'm shopping what I'm actually getting. 20 tubes of paint, of which 3 are the Dyna that you were using, Sheena, and you get a brush in there. Sheena said that's best for stippling technique, because it's quite a firm brush, I think you said. And then 100 mils of the white acrylic, which you would need more of. You're getting all of that for £24.40 or £32.80, which is great value for money. And of course, you are buying the boxes, which are exceptional value. 40% of the boxes have now gone. You're getting 18 boxes here, 7 squares, 7 circles. The largest of the 2 sets of 7 was 8 inches square by 3 inches deep. The circle will be in the same footprint, and then you've got your 4 hexagons, and the largest of the hexagons was in a 5 by 5 square, and I would say 3 inches deep. So there your sizes, all 18 of them, $133 a box, $23.99 or $34.39, 30% saving and double points, which is a great deal. And we're not going to hesitate, we're just getting straight back over to Sheena, straight back into it. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to do a rusty effect on this box and a verdigris on this one. So, to prep this one, what I've done is I've used the Gilding flakes in the big tub. Those ones.
Yes.
These ones there. Those ones there. And I popped it on just exactly as I did with this one just earlier. And what I did was I went over with the little sponge that you get in the set, that little black little foamy sponge, and it kind of dulled it down a little bit and made it look a little bit more brushed metal.
Yes.
And which is quite nice because I want it to look more aged. This was just super bling, if you want super bling.
And that does show you the difference between the luxury Gilding flakes and the regular Gilding flakes, Sheena.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's stunning. So we'll pop that to one side because that is just too gorgeous to do anything to. This one we're going to make look a little bit verdigris. So to get verdigris, you need a white paint or gesso. And so we'll pop a little bit of that on there.
I love it when you do this.
And right, hang on, just not much. That might be enough, a little bit more. Come on. You can tell it's well loved. Okay, there you go. And we need a teal colour, so which we'll mix up out of these. These tubes are so strong, this colour. That looks pretty much just as it is, the colour, to be honest. We can pop a little bit, and that colour, if you're wondering, was the blue turquoise, or turquoise blue, whichever way you want to say it. And this one here, put a touch of the, I'm not even going to say it, it's emerald, something emerald. It goes on, it's got like, I don't know, about 50 letters and then emerald.
And then emerald.
Just
so
emerald.
it's emerald.
That'll do. And so now what I'm going to do, I want to stipple this on, and a stipple, well, let's try the sponge. Sponge always never comes in wrong. So I'm going to take the moisture out of that, and I'm going to take some of this water, this white gesso, and some of this colour here, and I'm going to
look at the intensity of that colour, Sheena.
Popping a little bit on. Now, if you haven't seen what verdigris looks like, honestly, have a look. It's just amazing verdigris. Where the colour comes from, I have no idea. Well, it's oxidation again of the metal, and it just is such a nice aged effect and look. Now, if you don't like aged things and you like it just bright gold, well then that's fine, you can just leave it like that. But if you want to make it look like it's a little bit antique and the weather's got the better of it, you can pop that. In fact, you can make that gold look a little bit more warm as well by just, so you can see how already that's looking really much incredible, more aged. It's cool, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's all just what you've got. So you don't need to buy a verdigris kit. You don't need to buy, again, this is another good thing. We're trying to show you how to get these effects in the most cost-effective way with what you've got. Why not? When you can do it like that. And try to be random with it. Try to be so a little bit more white in places. And the white, with it being gesso, means chalk in Italian. And so where you put that on, you're going to get that chalky matte finish, which is what that oxidised metal would be. It would be a chalky matte.
It looks incredible.
So it looks authentic that way.
Sue Cummings is saying, I'm going to try it on my matte boards after putting on gesso. My mind is just reeling with ideas. I can say honestly it's great. And Lillian's asked me a question, and I'm going to answer you, Lillian, because it's not a run-of-the-mill question. But I'd like to know why you want to know, Lillian. So I'm going to answer you, and then I need you to let us know why you want to know.
I'm intrigued now.
So Lillian wants to know: would you be able to fit squares of chocolate in the squares on the mixed media mat? Yes, and the answer is
yes.
The answer
if it's
is
chocolate,
yes.
absolutely. Where there's
Yes,
a will,
you
there's a
can.
way, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Easy. But we'd like to know why. Okay. I mean, why not, I suppose, is the answer. But I'm interested, so let us know, Lillian.
Unless you're melting chocolate and you're doing decorative stuff.
Oh, she melting chocolate.
Could be like cake decorating stuff.
Now then, if that's the case and you are going to be melting it and eating it because you're doing some kind of cake decorating, you need to buy a mixed media mat and put it to one side, and it can only be for that. What you can't do is use it for your inking and painting techniques and then melt some chocolate in it, because food grade and contamination, you need to make sure that that is only used for that. So if it's for that reason, Lillian, then make sure you have 2 mats, one for all of your inking and one only for your chocolate. Okay.
But prioritise the chocolate.
Prioritise the chocolate, yeah. Well, I would.
Absolutely. So
That
what I'm
looks
doing
incredible,
now,
Sheena.
I've put a little bit of orange and a little bit of brown, because that's very bright, pure, gorgeous gold, new looking gold. And just to make it a little bit more coppery looking tone, I've gone over it with a little bit of orange and the brown. And again, not very much water. With this sponge, it's just amazing what a kitchen sponge can do for you. And I'm just gently pouncing on that. And then when it's dry, let me see if I can, well, I'll try and show you there. If you see how cool that looks from, it's a really
You can just see little bits of the gold coming through.
Yes,
and then,
exactly.
Yeah,
You've still got the gold for the reflection coming through, but it just looks a little bit
I mean,
more...
that looks like a truly metallic box now that's been aged and weathered, doesn't it? It's just, honestly, it blows my mind whenever I see you do that with that paint. I have to say, Stephanie Theodore wants to know, are the boxes paper? No, they're a board coated in a paper, which will take your painted surfaces. So a board coated in a paper.
It's actually a time saver, the white ones, so that if you just want to paint on top or put your inks on top, you're good to go. So which is
fantastic, amazing, absolutely. Lillian says, Leanne, thanks for your answer. No, nothing that sensible. It was a follow-on question from the comment about using it as a baby food mat. Okay, so if we're putting any foods on the mat, 1 mat for food, 1 mat for everything else. Never put any food on the mat you're using for the everything else. Just looking after you. Got to be careful with the contaminations. Like, you wouldn't want your Gilding flakes and your glitters on there, would you? Sheena is cooking on gas with these, but that box is gone. We've got another box waiting in the wings to go. Yeah. Are we going to do the box? Right, okay, come on, guys.
Are you okay doing
Come on, Sheena. Yeah, do it.
Alrighty.
Go for it, Sheena. Right,
rusty colour. Rusty colour. Rusty colour. Well, I'm thinking, well, they're there. We've waited so long to get them here. I'm so excited that they've made it here that I'm like, okay, let's do it. So this one's going to be more rust, okay? So I'm using that orange and brown over a black gessoed base, and I'm just pouncing that colour on there again. And if you kind of want it kind of variegated a bit. You want some like kind of stronger bits of orange and some less obvious bits of orange. And you can do that with your sponge. Just take a little bit off if you need to. But we do want that pitted kind of texture.
Everybody's loving the boxes. Half the stock's gone.
Oh, fantastic. I'm pleased you're liking them, because we were really excited to bring them to you. And, you know, we're like, oh, we had all these things waiting ready, which is why I'm kind of like, okay, let's do another one.
I think we do. And do you know what I think's happening? I think everybody is loving watching you demonstrate them. Those who are... I'm not missing out. You've already bought the boxes. I think a number of people are watching, and then we'll get a rush at the end for everybody wanting the boxes, because they'll have seen all your demos. I would say beat the rush, secure the boxes. That would be my advice.
Yeah, because they're the big deal today, aren't they? And they really are phenomenal value. I mean, if you are a crafter, you could do worse than have these to decorate with.
Oh,
so
yes.
look, you can see how that's already looking like old kind of rusty.
Looks like rusty fence.
Yeah, exactly. So like for a man's project or card, and we're going to put a bit of gilding wax on that as well, Leanne, in a minute. So let me just quickly do the base, and then we'll paint that one up. But so the orange and a little bit of the burnt umber. Very little water in your sponge. Let's literally wet it and then dry it out. Squeeze all the moisture out, and then just pick up a little bit of each colour and try to distribute it over the sponge, and then just pounce like this and keep moving it around. You don't want it to look like a regular pattern. That's a repeat pattern. You need it to look random. And if it's not looking random, just put some paint on a different area and just continue like that. So nearly done. And then we're going to finish this one off with a little bit of gilding wax. So to get that look where you've got, so again, it's quick, it's easy, it's achievable and affordable to create. That's the big thing. You know, so you might not have tried anything like this. You might be thinking, well, I don't know, I'm usually, you know, it's more pretty and you know, card based.
Yeah.
But when they're so affordable and it's not costing you another lot of product to give it a go,
I agree.
Then it's the perfect time to try it, I think. Why not?
Absolutely. Can I just say, Evelyn Kiefer says, is Sheena just using a kitchen sponge to apply the paint?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You cut it up this morning, didn't you?
Yeah,
so
I
just
did.
a
I
regular
really
kitchen sponge with a
pushed the
scourer
boat
on.
out.
Mm-hmm. She knows how to
New
push
one,
the
yeah.
boat out. I tell you, she brought a brand new sponge in today.
Brand new
That's how
sponge.
lucky we are. Jane Quigley, I'm loving these boxes, but Crafty Angie, genius Crafty Angie, never even made this link myself, but you are right. You know the verdigris box you've just done? The patina one. Crafty Angie says, that reminds me of the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't it?
That's right, yeah.
That lovely green and the oxidisation. That's what you're achieving.
Yeah, look, there you go.
Look, there it is. Look. Yes, Statue of Liberty. Oh,
And that's
my
the look
word.
that we're
And now, I
trying
mean,
to-
imagine that with like some French chocolate truffles inside as a gift.
It's very,
maybe
it's
a little
just
bit of that
classy
like
little thing, that.
postal script stamping on there.
Gorgeous.
So it looks a bit Parisian. That is good. Oh, well, so we think it's Egyptian in the gallery. Sam
Yeah.
thinks it looks Egyptian.
It does look like
It's a bit
a very
Sphinx.
old keepsake, and that you've created from something that looked similar to that to start with. And then you've got that which does look metal. You would think it was metal. There you go.
That is like the mummy. You know the mummy with the
mummy.
Egyptians, you could have like a curse in there. Not that you would ever send anybody a curse. I'm not suggesting that for a second.
I like Mummy 1 film better than any of the others, I've got to say.
Yeah.
The Mummy 1 was my favourite.
The Mummy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pleased he got the Oscar.
Yes, I was very good. I completely agree with you. Lillian Kwok says, I was wavering about the boxes, okay, Lillian, because of my storage crisis. I decided to go for it when Sheena said they arrive as a small package. Yeah, they're nested inside.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so, storage crisis or not, you're going to be fine. They're like Russian dolls, they all nest inside of each other. Sorry,
Yeah,
Sheena.
brilliant. Yeah, they are. They're great. Great, yeah, good storage. Right, so I'm going to pop a little bit of Gilding wax. Now, you know, you mix your Gilding wax. So I'm using here the, what colour is this one? The antique gold, okay? Because I want it to look more coppery. And I'm just going to go across some little bits like this, across the corner, and just lightly across. And what you find, if you're lucky, if you've done it with a pretty much like stippled and not watered down that paint, you're going to get a textured finish, and it's going to pick up little pits and
Like
things
little pits
on
and
your-
rivets.
Yes, as if it's like right,
So I have to say, Sheena, those Gilding waxes, they're $8.99 today, and we've got a 25% saving on them on the website.
What?
So, yeah, I mean, yes. We were selling them for more than that when we went to Marseille to see them.
They were more than that. I want to say they were around £10, Leann.
They were $9.99 a one.
There you go, yeah.
So if they're $8.99 a one, and you've got that 25% off today on your Gilding waxes, today's the day to add them to your basket.
Oh, honestly, you'd be sorry if you didn't just look at that. I'm sorry, but that looks like copper.
It really does look like actual copper.
Like wrapped copper.
Yeah. Fantastic.
If you see that in real life, you would be forgiven for thinking that was metal.
Yes. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. And if you've got some die cuts, you know, like little padlocks or little rivets or little hinges,
cogs and things, and
little cogs. If you can die cut those, paint them in black, maybe put it on your, you know, the exact technique that Sheena's just done on those embellishments, 3D them up on there. That's going to get a bit of a steampunk feel to it, isn't it? And going to look really lovely and grungy. Great for masculine makes as well.
Really cool, Leann. Really cool. Yeah, just anything. You know, when you stamp and emboss, like even the fusion stamps, the leaves and things, and then you go over with your Gilding wax, it looks like metal as well on the black card. So there's
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And let's not forget for a second that started life as a white box. That wasn't black to start with. That started life as a white box, which is incredible. And you're getting 18 of those boxes all nested inside. Look at all of the boxes we've done so far. Sheena's got them there, we can see, look. Half the stock has gone, so Sheena's got all together what we've been doing. We've got that beautiful Wedgwood one with the die cuts, the full gilded bling one, and then we had the verdigris one. Yep, we can just see that there in the frame, and that lovely bronze one. All four of them entirely different, 4 entirely different techniques to decorate those boxes. Each one of them is exquisite to the next one, and I think that's the great thing. When you've got 18 of these boxes, you're going to be able to try so many different techniques. £1.33 a box, a saving of 30%, double points on them, 18 boxes, 7 squares, 7 circles, 4 of your hexagons, and the value and the ability to use them, I think, is just absolutely fantastic. Your biggest box is 8 inches square by 3 inches deep. Your circle will be the same footprint, and your hexagons are 5 inches square, thereabouts, about 3 inches deep as well. Look, we're going to give you, we can see that you've all got all of the stuff in your baskets. You need to go check it out. You definitely want the boxes. You definitely probably want the paints as well. Some of that white gesso maybe, and the showstopper if you want to, but you don't have to. Definitely get a Gilding wax with 25% off. Why wouldn't you? While you do that, we're going to have a little break so you can check out your baskets, and then we'll be back with our whip and more boxes in the last part of the show.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those 3 people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. We see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. Managed to get yourself all checked out in that break. You are absolutely loving those boxes. You really are. And I'm not surprised because of how many different things we're going to do with them. We've got Sheena with a conveyor belt of gilding ready in the wing. She's going to show you all the different things you can do with those gilding flakes because that is the most requested technique that we've got in the comments from you. So we're going to have a look at that again so you can see how to do it. We can get the most out of having Sheena here. Before we do, I just need to remind you on our showstopper deal, which is, you know, truly fabulous. So launched yesterday, our brand new Duet ink pads, which are a pigment-based ink pad infused with a titanium oxide, which gives you a beautiful chalky effect. They will blend, you can heat emboss, you can mix new colours, you can lay them on top of each other most importantly, and each colour on top is its own true colour. It doesn't get all muddy and mixed together. And you've got 12 beautiful colours in these, and this is in our showstopper deal. So you're getting all 12 of those ink pads that you can see beside me here. And those are the colours that you're going to get. Not only are you getting your 12 ink pads, you're getting 4 sets, not 4 stamps, 4 sets of stamps, A5 in size, 5x7 in size, actually a bit bigger because of the ones at the bottom, where you've got that lovely big full background, and then you've got some sentiments and some textural distressing pieces in there as well. You've got the mandala, you've got the beautiful wildflowers, which Sheena used this morning in Wake Up Call. Exquisite what she created with that. We've also got the fairies, that lovely kind of fairy dell in there, and you've got that beautiful butterfly large background with all of those lovely distressing pieces. You've got 4 sets of stencils as well. And these 4 sets of stencils each have 3 stencils inside. So 12 stencils with different patterns to do all of your texture that you want to do and all of your layering. You've got this great set here with the argyle, the kind of swirly raindrops and the circles. We've got the much more regal damask set with the roses, the texture and the damask pattern in there. Then you've got your Sheena's favourite set, I think actually, the texture with the plaid, the Hessian and that wave in there. Using them this morning in Wake Up Call 2, huge effect. And then of course we've got that lovely Moroccan mandala style in there too. You're getting all 4 of those sets, all 4 sets of stamps, all 12 ink pads, plus a roll of our Easy Grip mat. And I'm just going to grab it here to remind you what the Easy Grip mat is, because it is, when unrolled, you can cut it to your perfect little piece that you want. So this is being cut out, you can see. And what the Easy Grip mat will do for you is keep your ink pad still. So normally, if I'm inking, I'm chasing my ink pad around the desktop. With my Easy Grip mat, what that does is keep that still and not make it possible for me to push that around the mat at all, and it means that I'm not chasing everything and it keeps it nice and still. And then this piece here, the bigger piece, you can keep to keep your paper still if you want to. And so if you can only craft with one hand, this is great because You know, everything's kept still for you while you're using whichever hand it is that you would like to use. It's absolutely fantastic. You're getting a full roll of the Easy Grip mat in there too, and that really does have myriad uses for you. Now, that's the showstopper. So that's everything you're getting. You're getting 12 ink pads, 4 sets of stencils, 3 stencils each, 12 stencils, 4 sets of stamps and a roll of Easy Grip mat. Fantastic. Now, the other thing that has been really busy and you've been absolutely loving are these luxury gilding flakes that we've got for you. And putting this kit together, so you've got all 9 pots of the gilding flake, plus you've got the glue kit there, where you've got the bottle of glue, you've got the little sponges, and you've got the dry ink pad so that you can stamp with the glue and gild stamped images, is absolutely great. And you've got the patina where you've got that lovely sun glow, the rich copper and the verdigris colour. You've got our blush with rose gold, soft rose and pretty pink. And you've got the carnival collection with midnight mauve, deep iris and lapis blue. All 9 pots, and when you've seen Sheena use that this earlier in the show where she gilded an entire box in one of those blush colours, you absolutely loved it, and you have to see that to really understand and appreciate it. You really do. So Sheena, in the word of the gladiators, Sheena, are you ready?
Yeah, gladiators ready.
Good. Go on my whistle.
Incoid ready. Yeah, incoid. That's me, isn't it? Yeah. All right then. Yes. We've got the box for the gilding ready, and I've just contained the previous one, but I don't care because it's so gorgeous. We're using this set here, which is
I love
Carnival.
it. Carnival.
Oh, I'm singing The Carnival Is Over in my head. Do you know that one?
No, I don't think I do.
Oh, it's the Seekers, Judith Durham.
No, I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Is it?
Carnival's over, yeah, a bit slow one. Yeah. But it was a classic in the 60s, you know. Yeah.
Oh, right. OK, well, I'm going to listen to that then, and then we'll see if it deserves a place on Chivs Tunes. And by the way, Tracy in the comments wants to know, Leanne, what is the name of the playlist on Spotify that you created? It's Chivs Tunes. So CHIVS, Chivs, Tunes, CHUNES. Chivs Tunes. There you go, Tracy. Sue Bigden wants to know, hi, Leanne and Sheena. Love these shows so much. I'm learning more every week. That's what we're here for, Sue. We're pleased to hear that. Please, can I ask if acrylic paint would stain the silicon multimedia mat? Many thanks and kind regards. I don't think it would stain it, do you, Sheena?
What was that?
Will the acrylic paint stain the multimedia mat?
No, it hasn't. It hasn't stained mine.
No? So Sheena's used it and it hasn't stained it. So there's your answer. There you go, Sue. The answer is no. Joy Sampson, love Sheena Wednesdays. I watch over and over and over. Sheena Wednesdays are where it's at, I have to tell you. They really are. Terry Anderson, sitting in a class of 3 and 4 year olds, Leanne. The white crayon can be used to smooth the shading of the other colours. Yes, 3 and 4 year olds, the white crayon can be used to smooth the colours of the others. I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. Start them young, Terry. Definitely. I love it so much. Kelly says, if I have transparent gesso instead of white gesso, will it work on coloured cardstock for using inks?
Yeah, you just won't get a colour. Yeah,
yes, you just won't get a colour.
You just won't get a colour, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking for my little sponge here. I'm just having a play when you're talking there. Now, I've decided I'm not using that hot pink because it's nearly empty. That pink one in the jar. So we're going to change the colour. But there's plenty of this gorgeous electric blue, and there's loads of
You must have been using lots, have you, Sheena?
Sorry?
You must have been using lots, have you?
Oh, yeah, wasn't anything there. Honest, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Oh, is it ours? I tell you who it is. It's Debbie Robinson.
Is it Debbie Robinson?
If it goes wrong, it's always Debbie Robinson.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't much left. But what I did was, I thought I'd stencil with some of it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just taking away the excess, because with a stencil you do need to get, and I like that broken look with the...
Yes. Oh my word, Sheena. I can't cope.
It looks pretty good.
That is
This
fantastic.
needs to come off, but you can just scrub that. That'll come off just with a little bit of encouragement, little wet wipe or something. But that looks really
unbelievable,
mystical, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I wanted to try that.
Unbelievable.
We'll put this one away.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop this here. and we'll use one of these two colours instead, yeah?
Yes.
In fact, both of them, because I've got 2 boxes prepared. Let's do the purple, unless Debbie Robinson, thank you very much. Can I just have a look?
Yeah, go on, have a check, because you know what,
It looks quite...
she likes
oh,
this
no,
colour.
we're all right, Debbie Robinson. I take it all back.
You're all right, okay.
Yes. She obviously really loved the hot pink.
Yeah.
The fuchsia was, I think. Back to the fuchsia.
I mean, I don't know if it is Debbie Robinson. I was just blaming her.
Was it? Were you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Craig or
Well-
Debbie. It's one of the two. They're the cheeky monkeys.
Bless her. Sorry, Debbie. Was Leanne on me? Right. So I'm painting again with this glue, this gilding glue for the flakes, and it's just really cool because you just use a little bit. It's very liquid, and as soon as you don't need to use loads, you don't need to plaster it on. Doesn't mean it's going to stick any better. You just need a coating on there, and then as soon as it goes clear rather than white, you should be good to go with your flakes. It doesn't take long at all. It's really a quick process, which is nice as well. And it shouldn't dry too quick either. It's kind of designed to stay tacky until you get the flakes on there. So that's the lid done. And we'll get these done now. And then we'll coat 2. So we're ready to go with 2 different colours. We'll try one
nice.
with the
I can't wait to
electric
see.
blue and one with that gorgeous purple.
That glue almost looks blue going onto the black.
This
paint,
does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I did with this, I coated it with a little bit of the purple and a little bit of the Payne's grey to kind of streak some colour through it. Again,
Nice.
because I think if you have a little bit of a break in where you miss a little bit of the Gilding flakes, it looks nice to have a colour that either complements, like warms it up,
right.
or is the same colour.
Now I understand. Sarah Brown says, I have been sitting here watching the show, can't comment as I might miss something, laugh out loud. Joy Sampson, how capitals fabulous is this? It is, Joy, could not have said it better myself. And Terry Anderson, oh my days, this is beautiful. Everybody absolutely stunned, Sheena, by what you've done over there on those boxes today. I think I can speak for the masses when I say stunned, impressed and overwhelmed, but also empowered to be able to have a go yourself.
Absolutely, that's it. You can do it. And the thing is everything is so affordable that we've done. Everything doesn't require you to buy another kit to get that finished, another kit to get that finished. It's everything you've got in your crafting kit already, which, you know, unless you haven't, you may not have the paints, but so you could do worse than invest in those Pebeo paints. You've seen how much I've done with them. So, you know, I love that. I always champion, get a good quality set of colouring products for different things, a water-based product like your, you know, all your ink pads that Leanne can tell you about and we can show you how to use, and then a good, you know, different type of paint, the acrylic, which does what they don't do.
Yes.
And you're covered. And then just learn the techniques like we did this morning for background techniques, things that are going to work and you can use time and time again, like, you know, putting the hills in the background, creating the clouds and a scene. And then the same with these techniques. Once you learn the kind of colours that you need to create that faux look, then you think, okay, I can do that with these, yeah. And you know, just try them with what you've got. Again, you know, and Pebeo again, the Gilding waxes, the Gilding flakes that you can, so you get everything, one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And you don't need to buy that kit for this finish and that kit for that finish. It's all just stuff that you've
I think
got.
that's what I've been most impressed with. You're using a few things, the very few things there, but you've got such a variety of looks on the boxes.
Absolutely.
Which does show their versatility, doesn't it, Sheena?
It absolutely does. And that is right at the heart of what I love and I like to champion, is that affordability. Invest in the good stuff, because they are investment, but you want to know how to get the payback for you, to work for you. So we've got this one here. Let's do that one with the purple, and we'll do that one with the blue. So we'll get the purple in here. So I would absolutely do as I've done. Get them. Let me get this in for you so you can see. Is everything's sticking to me now? It's like that comedy sketch where you try to pick something up and then you pick something else up, and I can't make it stop. So definitely do what I've done and get a box to contain these in, because they are mighty powerful, and you don't want them to be everywhere. This is honestly the best way to control your Gilding flakes, is to keep them
keep them in a big tub.
In a big box. Yeah.
And you can get those tubs, but look at them, look at the look at that.
It's gorgeous.
I mean,
isn't
it really is like Harry Potter nonsense, Sheena.
Oh,
Look
it
at the
is.
shine
It's
on
lovely, isn't it?
that. It's absolutely incredible.
I think they look just stunning with this on. They just look amazing. And you know what? You're using less than you think, because there wasn't a lot in that tub. Because you saw the other tubs, it springs out at you, bursts out at you. So you say this has been used quite a bit. So we're even being really generous and doing the whole box with them. You're using less than you think of your flakes, because it's like glitter. Only the stuff that sticks is what gets used. The rest of it goes back in the tub and for another day. Also, again, if your colours mix, if they're in the same family, if they're from the same set, they're going to mix in a lovely way. And what I'm doing is I'm using my hands to burnish, to push the flake onto the glue.
Yes.
And get rid of any excess. And then,
oh my word! I mean, why would you not want that in your life?
Isn't that stunning?
Yeah, and even if you didn't want to do the whole box, you could just do the lids
you
like
could just
that,
do the
couldn't
lid,
you?
but I've put the size on this now, so I'm just going to quickly try and do this, and then it might be a case of we have to pop it to one side and move on to the blue, or mix it, because again I'm running low on this. What I would say, when you get to this stage in your tubs, if you don't mind mixing some colours, which are going to look cool anyway, that's the way to go.
Yeah, it's kind of like a marble effect.
A marble
mixed
effect, yeah. So I might be putting the blue.
I have to tell you, the shine looks great on the screen, but when I look over you live in the studio, over to you to see what that box looks like over there,
that's right.
The high shine on that.
It's incredible,
with
isn't
that
it?
colour is absolute. I can't find words to describe it to you. I think that other shot that you've got lined up, you can see that purple look, you can see that shine there so much more. So you might not be over the head watching, Sheena, but look at that high shine. That's what I can see across the studio, and it's absolutely incredible. And you would pay a fortune to purchase beautiful handmade boxes like this, but you're going to be able to make them yourself and sell them if you want to, or gift them to loved ones and family. And look at that with the lid on. Oh my word, a lovely bit of organza ribbon or satin ribbon tying that, a little present inside.
You get that shine on it again for you.
It's incredible. It looks incredible. And how easy and quick is that to do? You've done that in 8 minutes, Sheena.
Isn't it?
8 minutes from beginning to end. Beautiful, absolutely amazing. It looks truly incredible. And where we've got the Gilding flakes on such a great deal for you, I think possibly you should think about popping those in your basket. You can see we've still got the boxes on the screen for you there. Shipping them on the 16th. You've got 18 boxes, 30% saving, double points on those. You've got £23.99 or £34.39. Sheena's still gilding boxes. She's still gilding a box. We're going to have to do a vote in a minute.
All this
Are you doing the blue?
If I don't put something on it, it's just going to stay tacky.
It
and
is.
Everything's going to stick to it. If you've got animals at home, just put something on it, because you'll have cat hair and dog hair all over it if you don't put your Gilding flakes on it. Once you've committed to gluing it,
then you have to finish it.
You've got to finish it. Yeah, you do. So
absolutely beautiful.
Speed doing that.
That blue is electric.
Yeah, and I'll do that, and when we finish the show, so I can I'll do the base when we're done, so we can get the.
Shall we get all the boxes lined up, Sheena? We're just going to have it. If you don't mind lining up your boxes, that'll be great.
Absolutely.
Eleanor Schwing-Jones says that purple box is so pretty. Whenever I read your name, Eleanor, I want to. There was a comedy duo on TV in the UK years ago, Trevor and Simon. And they used to swing their pants. And whenever I read your name, I think swing your pants. Now, pants being trousers. Let me just quantify that for everybody. Jean F says the granddaughters would love using these Gilding flakes with the boxes. Yes, Jean, they would. However, put them in a tent, because the granddaughters will get them everywhere.
Yeah.
Contain it. Get some kind of big cardboard box and make sure they work inside of that. Crafty Angie, how will you finish the bottom of the box? So I think you know your purple box underneath.
Yeah.
Where it had the white bottom still. You could paint it, Sheena.
Paint it, or put some felt. Get some felt and glue it on.
Felt circle, nice.
Yeah, just glue some felt on.
Oh, that would be, oh, I like the felt circle idea.
Like base kind of bottom.
And do you need to seal the box at all after you've put on the gilding flakes?
See what, sorry?
Do you need to seal it?
I would, yes, definitely.
What would
I
you
would
seal
use
it with?
A varnish, like a
matte
good
varnish?
quality varnish. Spray and shine might do it to base coat
And it wouldn't take away any of the shine?
Try it, because it depends what they're made of. You've got to do it. I would say experiment, because there's so many different varnishes. There's acrylic based varnishes, there's oil based varnishes, and it's hard to see on the packaging which one's which. It's not always really apparent. So I would do a little bit of tester first before you try it on your box. That's all I would say.
Okay.
But yes, that would protect it then.
And I think if it's just for, you know, slight decorative use or to gift a little gift in there, you know, you're maybe not going to need to.
No.
So just think about whether you want to do that or not. But if it's going to get a lot of hard wear and tear, then you're probably going to want to protect it. Right. Oh my word, what a couple of hours it's been. I'm so excited. Right, here we go. Sheena's got all the boxes together.
Yes.
Number one box.
Number one box was, did we do that first?
The gold one.
We did this one first. That was the gold.
Gold. That is gorgeous.
Stunning, isn't it? That
was
which
my
set was that? Blush set?
Blush Gilding Flakes. So that was number one.
Yeah.
Number two was Wedgwood.
Was the Wedgwood type one with the
I love that.
Gilding Flakes and your die cuts. That's it. Even just a frame. Cut the corners off the frame. Look for the bits you can reuse.
Honestly, speechless with that. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Number three.
Number three, did we do?
The Verdigris.
The Verdigris was three. I love that one.
I like that one.
That was done with the big tub of Gilding Flakes.
Yes.
And the acrylic paints.
The acrylic paints over the top.
And a bit of gesso, yeah.
Really nice.
How was that one?
And I do think you need the big tub for that one because it's got a little bit more of a, not flat, but it's not as high intense shine. Is that number four?
This is number four. This was the like kind of weathered copper brass looking box.
Lovely.
Again, with it, yeah. So,
gorgeous.
And then we'll group these as 5, shall we?
Yeah. Number 5 was your big one with the mandala.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one. That was maybe, sorry, that should have been 5 then. Or do you want to do that one as 6?
Yeah, because you had your diners on there, didn't you? And
yeah,
then you
diners
got your lovely
on there.
5.
The mandala, yeah. And then
6.
That's all. That's all we got through.
What an achievement, Sheena, to get through all of that in these 2 hours to show everybody how to use those boxes. I absolutely love it, I have to say. Please get your vote in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. And I just need to remind you about these Gilding Flakes because you are absolutely loving them. Let me just get this out the way for you. Let me move that. Tidy up a little bit after myself. So you're getting all 9 pots of the Gilding Flakes that you can see here. We've got the patina, which has in Sun Glow, Rich Copper and Verdigris. We've got the blush, which has in Rose Gold, Soft Rose and Pretty Pink. And we've got the Carnival, which has in Midnight Mauve, Deep Iris and Lapis Blue. And you've got your glue kit, which has that brilliant gilding glue, the sponge for doing your burnishing and a drying pad to put your glue in, which means you can stamp with your Gilding Flakes as well. You're getting all 9 pots and the glue kit for platinum price $33.59 and $38.39, which is a great saving today. I think, wasn't it 20% or 20% saving, which is absolutely fabulous. So you definitely want those Gilding Flakes in your life. So many different things that you will want to use them for. Let me just show you some of the boxes. I mean, the 60% of the boxes have gone. And to think that you can make gift boxes like this and send or keep as home decor, that's the shaving foam technique on that box there by Julie, and I think it's exceptional. I love this because I'm a purist when it comes to paint fusion, Sheena, and I love that, I have to say.
Yes.
That would be my preference. I really do think it's beautiful with that lovely crackle. And Sheena did show us how to do that this morning, and then a little bit of that paint fusing on there, which you've been shown over the last 2 weeks. You can go back and watch if you want to know how to paint fusion. This is just the most exquisite thing with that lovely die cut panel on there, little die cut heart. It's been varnished as well. You can see you've got all of that lovely paint fusion around there. This one you just know it's all going to go wrong, don't you, when I'm looking inside. That paint fusion as well, that beautiful crackle, and then look, you can also line your boxes with your scrapbook papers as well, should you wish to. That's another circle there. I've got to show you this because this feels like it feels like that enamel work that you would get in that oriental style with that deep red and then the gilding on there. It really does feel like this has come from a stately home after a visit to the Orient. It's just so incredible. It feels like a vintage heirloom. It is just so incredibly beautiful. And then, of course, don't forget you can do lovely little trinket gift boxes as well. Just a little fusioned butterfly in there on a crackle base. Pop a couple of truffles in there and you've won my heart. Really, it is absolutely gorgeous. And to know that you're getting 18 of these boxes for the price that you can see on the screen, 18 of them, 7 square, 7 circle and 4 of the hexagons, is truly fantastic. Now, let's see if the vote's in, Sheena. We're checking. What does everybody think would win? So it's not in yet. But we've got questions, so I'll answer them while we're waiting for the vote. Leanne, do you or Sheena know how to loosen gilding wax? My silver has gone hard and you are out of stock. Pam, I don't think the Pebeo ones do not go hard. I've had mine for 10 years, so I'm thinking that might be a gilding wax which is water-based, maybe from a different company. If that's the case, a bit of warm water in there is your best option. But I would say when our silver comes back in stock, buy one of those and you won't get that issue again. Would you agree with that, Sheena?
Absolutely agree, and that's what the Pebeo is amazing. It's I've never used a wax with that formula since we discovered them at Marseille. I've used many. Nothing like those Pebeo
Nothing
ones.
compares.
They don't dry up. It's a different like emulsion that they're in. It's not an acrylic base.
Yes.
That's the problem. Acrylic and air.
Yeah, doesn't work well together. Yeah, completely. Heidi says, how do you store your pieces of the grab mat so you can find it later? I just keep mine on the acetate and they're just in a pile on my desk and I just wash them when I need to, Heidi. Thea says, can you use the marbling paint on the boxes that use water to get the effect? I would say no, it has to be shaving foam because that is a board box with the paper on the outside. The water would affect the paper. Sheena, if I'm given any wrong advice at any point, chip in and tell me I'm wrong.
Absolutely agree, definitely.
Hannah Gosling, Sheena, next week, could you please teach us techniques like the salt technique with inks or the shaving foam technique?
What was the two?
The salt and shaving foam.
We might be able to do, we'll do salt on Beautiful Beginners.
Oh, so we're going to do salt today? Tonight? Hannah, come back in 2 hours. We're going to show you the salt technique. I think we might have a tin of shaving foam somewhere as well. Who knows? We'll crack it all out for you in the next 2 hours, Hannah. That's why we love it. Right, so the vote was very, very, very close. The vote's in.
Right, I don't remember which orders there were.
Are you ready? Demo of the show, technique of the show.
Yes.
Was very, very close.
Okay.
Number 5.
Heck, which one was it? Right, so let me go back. That one, 2.
The big box of the mandala.
Was it the mandala? Wow. Okay,
was it number 5, the mandala box?
Was that one?
So we had number 1 was the gold box. Number 2 was Wedgwood. Number 3 was patina. Number 4 was rusty. Number 5, mandala.
3.
Yeah. Yes.
Mandala.
Yes. Number
Yay.
5, mandala. There it is. Technique of the show. Thank you, Sheena, and thank you everybody for voting. And it won by only, it was a fly's eyelash, only 1 vote between number 5 and number 2.
Number 2 was the Wedgwood.
The Wedgwood.
Wow.
Now, I personally would have voted for the Statue of Liberty.
I would have voted the Statue of Liberty. That was my
the vertically the patina one because I think that is truly beautiful. Thank you very much for your votes. Thank you for joining us. We've had a blast. We've really worked Sheena in this 2 hours. Sheena needs to go and have a sit down, a cup of tea and a piece of coffee and walnut. Absolutely. And I'm going to be joining her. Sheena, thank you so much.
You, Leanne. I'm having flashbacks to my 80s youth. Yeah, I've got electric purple and electric blue. I feel your shoulder pads expanding.
Your shoulder pads, and when you've got the earrings and the 3-inch stilettos and the 4-inch belt to match.
Oh, absolutely.
You're rocking the 80s look, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank Thank you so much, Sheena. It's been an absolute inspiration. We're going to be back with you in the next 2 hours for our beautiful beginning show. Who knows what could happen? There'll be some things planned, and then there'll be a whole host of stuff that isn't planned that we're just going to do anyway because we're going to have the best time. So please come back with us in 2 hours. We can't wait to see you there. We're off to have a tea. You go get your boxes, and let's find out what happens in the next 2 hours. We'll see you soon.